It is no coincidence that the magical world of J.K. Rowling took the world by storm. To this very day, a feeling of bliss and longing swarms my heart every time I hear the iconic melody of the original film. I myself was only 8 years old when I first picked up the first book in the series, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and I have been hooked to this whimsical universe ever since. I was captivated by the complexity of the characters, the enchanted castles, the magical creatures, the inventive spells, the wacky potions, and the sense of discovery and wonder as I turned each and every page, not to mention the intricate symbolism hidden throughout the series. Perhaps the most enigmatic being the golden snitch from the wizardly sport of Quidditch. Though at first it may seem superfluous, there is no denial that this small glimmering ball is one of the most iconic symbols in the Harry Potter lore. It is essentially the core of every Quidditch game. Once the Seeker catches this winged golden orb, the game ends immediately, and the team who catches it gets a substantial amount of points, making all other activities and the game itself seem pointless. It may appear like a foolish mistake at first sight, a clear example of careless planning by the author, but I beg to disagree with that. Whether it was her intention or a complete accident, the golden snitch resembles common symbols throughout the ancient world. For instance, take a look at this Egyptian carving, or this artifact found in one of the oldest temples in Jerusalem. This symbol is what is known as Bedeti, and it is over 3,000 years old, and it represents divinity, protection, the cycle of life, and the eternity of the soul. Just like the golden snitch, the orb symbolizes the sun bringing protection from the darkness, and the perfect circle as a depiction of the infinite cyclical perfection of life. And the wings embody the earliest abstraction of divinity, flying as a way to elevate yourself at a higher plane. Perhaps a primitive concept of what we now know as heaven. When these fractal symbols become fused into Bedeti, it transforms its meaning into something like the true purpose of meaning itself, an emblem of both abstraction and actuality, a reflection of what is and what is ought to be, a goal to aim at that is higher than humanity. It perhaps is one of the earliest conceptions of virtue, following what is good and avoiding evil at all cost. That is why I believe the game of Quidditch is so popular among fans and readers. It essentially embodies the structure of the lives of many in this modern age. There are basically two games happening simultaneously. The first group are playing something vaguely resembling soccer. It's entertaining and full of thrills, even dangerous, and its sole purpose is to spike the adrenaline levels and give an extreme but short-lived feeling of gratification to the players and the viewers alike. While, on the other hand, you have the Seekers playing their own little game in a much more focused and restrained manner. The crowds rarely pay attention to them, at least until they actually catch it. In our everyday lives, we are all distracted by entertainment, be it the newest Marvel movie, or the next big thing in Netflix, or what our president is rambling about on Twitter. We forgot what is important in life. Or maybe we didn't forget at all. Perhaps that is the reality of the human condition. It is much easier to coast along and be the quote-unquote free spirit, while working towards virtue and honor is a task that comes at high risk of failure and peril. That is why the Harry Potter series have overtaken our collective minds, and perhaps will live forever in literature among the likes of Tolkien. J.K. Rowling time and time again has guided her young and old readers alike to explore the intricacies of life in a digestible but pragmatic approach. Harry's story arc throughout the series is fundamentally about exploration and his evolution from a mistreated yet noble child to a young man who's trying to bring order to the only home he has ever known. Harry was raised by a neglectful and cold-hearted narcissist, and to say he was abused is an understatement. Yet, he somehow manages to preserve his virtue. Again and again he's scolded, scorned, betrayed. He was even used as a pawn by the only father figure he has ever known. Despite all of that, he persists to pursue the greater good, when he had every excuse to become a wandering soul filled with spite and self-pity. Furthermore, even in the climax, this motif is as clear as day. It wasn't power who defeated the great evil incarnate Voldemort, nor was it a vast amount of intellect and strategic supremacy. It is only when Harry gave his life to save everyone else that the truth and strength came to him to put an end to darkness once and for all. He wasn't forced to do so. In fact, many would happily give their life in order to stop him. But in the end, Harry's adherence to a greater moral good is what was needed to defeat Voldemort. This message is as old as time itself, and very few writers have managed to recapture its gravity and complexity. Perhaps you may think me a pessimist, but I truly believe that life and suffering are one and the same. We are enamored with tales of tragedy, and if we are lucky, we get to experience the rebirth of these ancient tales of truth by the minds of brilliant artists who are able to embody these kernels of wisdom in their work. Tragedy and pain is innate within us, yet it is an open truth that few are even willing to admit. From the wisdom of the ancients to the ingenuity of today's creative minds, a single truth is evident. With every scar comes a newfound strength. Hey guys, I hope you all having a wonderful 2018. And I also hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. I've gotten over 200 new subscribers in the last 2 months, which may not seem like a huge accomplishment, but considering how few videos I posted, I'm quite surprised honestly. But I just want to thank each and every one of our new subscribers. You guys give me the motivation to keep making videos like this. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I just got a new microphone and I'm learning some editing tricks along the way. My goal for this year is to improve the quality of my videos exponentially and hopefully reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Once again, thank you all, and if you like what I'm doing, please share and comment. I will respond to all of your comments. And if you have any suggestions, you can message me here or Twitter. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.